Hello everyone, CaddywhumpusGamer here, bringing you another episode of Minecraft Awakening. Today's episode we are going to be looking at how to infuse the machines from RFTools. Alright, the first thing you're going to need is an infuser. Alright, NEI takes a minute to catch up. Here we go. Alright, and we're going to need a Natura pylon. And that's made with a mana pylon, so I'm just going to make a bunch of those because I need these anyway for some of the crops. So I may as well just make a bunch of those. Ooh, only had enough for 3. Alright, you're also going to need an infused diamond. Alright, you need dimensional shards for that. The way to get dimensional shards, you can either build an RFTools dimension and they will spawn in there naturally, or you can trade with Peck to get them, the pecks. You can find those in Magical Forest. They only trade one at a time, and they're very rare. That's how I got my original, 4 to do my updated card for the Quarry. And I also had one set aside, so as soon as I got EMC, I just used those to get it, because that's the other way you can get it. Alright, 8 of those around a diamond will give you an infused diamond. Diamond infused obsidian you will find down around bedrock, and then we're going to make this machine infuser. Now the next thing we're going to need is shards. We want 100 dimensional shards, or excuse me, not 100. You want 4 stacks. Each stack does 25%. Now if we search at RFTool, we will see that the different blocks, so builder block, you can see this one is infused 100%. Now if you look, the infusing bonus, reduced power consumption, increased building speed. That is what it does for you. So this thing is going to mine faster and it's going to use less power as it goes along. We're going to grab one here that does not have any infusing done to it. We're going to take this machine infuser, we're going to put it down. I think it may need RF. Yep, it does. So put it next to an RF source. Alright, the next thing you're going to do is you're going to place your builder block, or whatever block. You can see all of these, like the dimlet scrambler, infusing bonus, reduced power consumption, and increased chance of getting better dimlets. Huh, interesting. Dimlet researcher, infusing bonus, reduced power consumption. Alright. All sorts of stuff. The crafters, you can see infusing bonus, reduced power consumption. So you can get these things so they use a lot less power. So then you just add your dimensional shards over here and it starts infusing it. Alright, I already have a builder that's 100% infused. So we may as well just go try that out. So if I grab a card for it, and we want a shape card Quarry. Alright, let's grab some... What do we need? We need a tesseract. We're going to need 1 tesseract. We're going to need chest. Okay, that's what it is. We need an ender chest for our ME system. And I'm thinking there's something else I need, but you know what? Since we can grab stuff across dimensions now, I don't have to worry about it. I keep forgetting I got this thing. Oh yeah, I forgot to tell you. Sometimes I just forget to say stuff in my videos, and after I get done and I'm editing it, I'm like, oh man, I forgot to say that. Okay, if you right click with this, it brings up the normal wireless one. If you shift right click, it changes the mode. Now if I right click, it's the fluid terminal. So you can see I got 10 buckets of essence in here. If I shift right click again and then right click to open it, it's my Essentia terminal. And if I shift right click and open it again, oops, there we go, it's back to the normal one. Now, I did find out the range booster, the infinity booster, only works with this terminal. It does not work with the fluids. It does not work with the essence ones. Alright, so if you're in another dimension, you want to check how much essence you have of something, you're out of luck. Which there's no real reason to do that. Maybe to get a bucket of water or something, but other than that, not a whole lot of reason. Now where was I going? I was going to the end. I do apologize for today's episode probably being late. because I got up this morning and my neighbor was mowing his grass. So I'm like, oh, okay, I can't record because it's too noisy. And then I waited for him to get done, and then I was in the middle of a project because I started something because I was waiting. And then it started storming. So I'm like, oh man, are you kidding me? So then I'm like, okay, well, I'm gonna take a nap. You know, I've been really tired. I'm gonna take a nap. So I lay down, sleep for about an hour. I wake up. The sun is just blinding me through the window. So I'm like, oh, okay, cool. You know, so then I'm like, I'm just going to lay here for a few more minutes. And then I get up, and then, let's see, we're going to select this. Let's just start here. And so then I'm like, oh yeah, the sun's blinding me. I stay in bed for a few more minutes, get up, start up my computer, start up Minecraft, and by the time it loads, the storm had rolled back in. And I'm like, no. All right, we're going to select this corner. All right, there we go. This is just enough. I don't want to quarry the whole thing because I'm not sure if it'll mess it up for resurrecting the dragon. So I'm just going to mine a little bit of it. All right, so we need to right-click here. Yeah, so... Oop. Must be this thing. So anyway, and then... You know, I had to wait, and then another storm's rolling in now, so I'm like, hopefully I get this recorded and edited and posted at some point in time today. I should have an episode recorded ahead of time. The reason I don't record ahead of time, okay, let's see. We want solid box. Solid box, there we go. Alright, the reason I don't like recording ahead of time is because if I do... Ooh, I had a shape card in here from building, I guess. If I do record ahead of time, and we'll toggle this, then I don't have any way to try out things that people suggest or anything like that, and I know what I forgot. Yeah, so that's why I don't like recording ahead of time. All right, I need a lever. Now see, I am glad that I have this now, because I would have forgotten that. All right, put that on here. We're going to put the Tesseract here, and we're going to set it power, receive, main power, I believe. Yeah. All right, and then we're going to put our ender chest on top, and let's see, let's turn this off. And let's turn this on. Now look at how fast this thing mines. It is insane. So if we open up this terminal and we hit end, or type in end, you can see 7,918. I think it was like 4,000 and something yesterday. So the reason it's not coming in right now is because it's probably searching the empty chunks over here. What it does is it does a single chunk at a time. And I'm not sure what triggers that. Or is this thing not getting power? Not getting power. Okay. Reactor. Okay. We have a problem, Houston. Interesting. Okay, let's head home and figure out what's wrong with this. I should have plenty of power, and this Tesseract oh, derp. I know what it is. I told this thing to send and receive, thinking I could get away with using one. Here we go. Let's see. Send power on main power, I believe. And actually, let's see, this shouldn't do anything because it's not chunk loaded. Okay, this is chunk loaded. The miner isn't chunk loaded. You do have to mine the builder blocks. Somebody else told me they were chunk loaded automatically, and I'm like, you sure? And then, like, apparently that's confirmation that they are not, because it should be getting power now, I think. Alright, where did we put it? I think we're over here. There we go. Alright. Seriously? Who is throwing things at me? Those things take 4 hits to kill. Alright, power. Let's get rid of the reactor and just say receive on main power. Okay, it's got power. Strange. Do I actually... I hope I don't. I probably do. This is going to be a pain. Let's see. Conduits. So say I learn stuff as I go along. People are like, well, why don't you cut this out of your videos, you know, or whatever. And it's like, well, if I cut it out, you know, you wouldn't realize all the mistakes that you can make. And besides that, it lets you know that, you know, hey, people make mistakes. I make mistakes. Nobody's perfect. Alright, so now it's getting more power. Alright, and this thing is mining, like, insanely fast. Look at this. And the only reason it's going this slow is because of the power drain. Actually, you know what? What we should have done... Let's turn this off. Now what happens? Seriously? Go away. Maybe... Let's put the Tesseract back directly on here. Okay, so no, it's putting out the full power. It's just draining it that fast. Faster than this thing can put it in. Seriously, go away. Alright, you can see, so we just mined this whole huge section right here. Alright, ore. Let's look at ore. Actually, let's look at endstone. 48,000. Alright, 49,000. Look how fast this thing is mining. And if I could put more power into it, so like, you know, stick a couple tesseracts on the thing and transfer power faster, we could be mining even faster. But you can see, like, I've already mined, say, 50,000, around 50,000 now already I've mined. So let's look at ores. And we're looking for the ones that look like endstone. So, mutite, we got 8 of those, and none of the other. Are you kidding me? See, this is why Shadow Wake upped the ore spawn. Okay, let's just pull this out. What we're going to do is we're going to go, let's see, 200, whoops, 100, 200, let's see, take that off. We're going to open this up. We're going to put it in here, and we're going to say builder here, and oops, toggle this. Nope, that's not what I want. I want this way then. No, apparently that's what I hit the first time by accident. There we go. So this will mine quite a bit more. So let's go ahead and turn this on. Current level not scanning. Oh, lever on. All right. So what I think I'll do is just mine this swath right along here. I don't want to mine out too much of it, like I said, because of respawning the end dragons, because we're going to have to spawn them in several times. Hopefully Shadow Wake gets the RFTools dimensions fixed, because you're supposed to be able to make a dragon dimension, or a dimension where dragons spawn naturally. And they'll be like all over the place, so you can just run in there. And like once you get an Infinity Cosmos Sword or whatever it is, let's see, what is it? Infinity. Alright, Sword of the Cosmos. This does infinity attack damage, so it one-shots like everything. So you can just one-shot a dragon with this thing. It is expensive. Very expensive. Very, very expensive. These things right here, you need 11 of these things to make each of these ingots. And those things are made like such. And each one of these is made out of 9 of these. And each one of these is made out of 9 things. And each one of these is made out of about 30,000 of some sort of block. Alright, I think that does it for this episode. Hopefully it was interesting and you learned a little bit about how to speed quarries up and things like that. Alright, until next time, this is CaddywhumpusGamer signing off.